My name is May Hong. I am the speaking voice of Mira from K-Pop Demon Hunters. And this is Moana Nui podcast. Signing off. Happy fans. Do it with me. Happy fans. Happy Hon.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our January edition of Moana Nui After Dark presents Whatcha Watchin, our TV and movie roundup. I know this is the first month of the year. You're probably thinking, well, what's there to talk about? Trust me, there's stuff. There is plenty of stuff. As you see, my wonderful panel, everyone is back. How has everyone been since the new year started? Other than the otherworldly chaos that we currently live in, how was your own individual lives been with entertainment and enjoying stuff?
I am not going to Starbucks because I got my own coffee machine, so I'm making my own coffee. I'm happy.
Cool. Joy?
It's been good so far. Life is great. I'm where I want to be and doing what I want to do. What more could you ask for?
Teresa?
Pretty good. Can't complain yet.
Yeah.
I don't like that yet part.
It's very early.
Very early. 11 more months to go.
Right.
Oh, Mouse. Keeping things copacetic.
I am pretty fucking good. Life is good. Lots of good things on TV to watch. Nobody pestering me that I can't, no. Nobody pestering me. We'll leave that part out. But life is good. Life is good.
Cool. You still ain't getting them flamethrowers.
Hang on. Every day you get a little bit closer to us approving them flamethrowers. I just want you to know.
No, you're not.
Look, no, I'm in charge. You know I'm in charge. And I say you about 80% there, bro.
Thank you.
Why do you need flamethrowers? I don't care. Go buy them. Where they at?
For the apocalypse.
Do not encourage him.
For self-defense during the apocalypse.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Sometimes
You will not
need
use
area
them for
of effect.
self-defense.
Chaos.
I am a defensive person.
What if you giving me chaos? I'm going to give you chaos back. So why should that go low, go high?
If you
give me chaos, I'm giving you chaos times 2.
If you get too close,
flamethrowers, boy, get down.
So the things you're missing, Simone, is that you would be on our squad in the apocalypse. So we want you giving, energy times 2 back to whoever's trying to steal our goods and services and whatnot in our little village that we have created. That's what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, get them flamethrowers because I'm samurai-ing it up. I got my samurai swords. You coming at me? You, and then I'll step aside. You burn them. I cut the heads off. You burn. You do. We work together.
There you go. Although I think we should set them on fire before cutting the heads off because they need to suffer a little bit.
Well, you want to stop trying to make me the responsible person in the room right now.
It's not wrong, no. Like you want to set them on fire, then they're distracted from fighting back.
Again, stop trying to make me the adult.
And it sends a message to everybody watching.
Right.
Then you're taking my joy away. I want to kill them.
Well, you know what?
You can burn them after. Don't give me something to do. God, can I take at least a couple of their heads off before you burn them?
Yeah, you know what? We should run a test and do a couple one way and a couple the other way.
Exactly.
And see which one goes. Okay,
yeah.
Market research.
Exactly.
Prototypes.
The opinions and comments expressed tonight on air do not personally reflect Moana Nui or any of its other subsidiaries. I feel the need I have to say this.
It is all in protection of the compound.
No.
Yes.
You forget, I know you Negro. Stop trying to make me the responsible adult.
See, because I gotta make it to that compound. So I gotta put my family in the car.
Right.
And I'm on the way. I'm doing whatever I need to do to get there. And then once I get there, I'm gonna be so riled up.
And as she's coming, if anybody decides to try and grab onto the car and ride their way in, you'll turn them off the car.
Exactly. When you get to the compound, the password is Killmonger was right.
Can we get started with the show? Are y'all done now? Are y'all done messing with me?
Well, we'll never be done with that.
Right?
You all are horrible, and nothing is right with any of you.
Oh, I'm a Pam Grier it up.
Yeah. What do you
So, to begin for this evening, I feel like that's inappropriate.
Yes,
tag.
because to me, it was a Game of Thrones last season.
Wow,
Where
really?
it was amazing, and then it came to the end, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is that how it ended? That was crap. That was stupid. I needed more than that. I was very disappointed in that ending. I was.
Tell us how you really feel.
I mean, I'm with you on this. Like, I liked it. I wasn't that disappointed in the ending, but it was kind of like, okay. Like, because they all of a sudden they're going through, graduating, having their little, foibles and whatnot, giving long speeches and everything. And then just kind of the little, I guess, cliffhanger, or they leave the door open, the real story is she's alive. Okay.
Well, there is another series coming.
But
it's not with these kids. It's somewhere else with whole new cast.
We don't need it. We're done. We're good.
Well, Netflix has already given them the green light to go ahead and do it. So the Duffer Brothers are hard at work on the next thing in the Stranger Things universe, if you will. I will say this though. Aside from all the shenanigans and ups and downs of the season, one, I did thoroughly enjoy the final season. Yes, it could have been a little bit better. The ending felt like every John Hughes 80s movie that you can think of, because it hit every single one of those notes. Like you said,
they could have been playing "Don't You Forget About Me" in the background. Hey,
right.
Hey.
I think the only thing missing was Dustin walking away from detention, pumping his fist in the air, and someone holding the boombox. Like, those are the only beats missing. I felt, though, I will say this. I felt Linda Hamilton's character, Linda Hamilton, period, was just wasted in this final season, because what was her purpose?
I told you what her purpose was.
Was that the female
nostalgia? That's all.
Yeah.
80s nostalgia. I mean, I get it.
The character was a throwaway.
Yes.
But they wanted Linda Hamilton in there for 80s nostalgia. They wanted to add her to the little list, the Winona Ryder, and then Matthew Modine and Paul Reiser, I think it is. It's just the 80s nostalgia people.
I mean, we got enough of the nostalgia with all the great music they played. I mean, kids now
know
who
put Molly Ringwald in this spinoff. Watch.
Right.
And John Cryer.
And Judd Nelson.
Just name the entire Breakfast Club.
Right. We could get Emilio Estevez out of retirement. What the hell? Right?
Just don't ask for Charlie Sheen.
We don't want Charlie Sheen.
Absolutely not. He's not Brat Pack anyway.
He's banned from the set.
So, we've all seen it. The storyline, if you didn't see it, and it's going to get spoiled. You already know the deal here. I didn't. I don't know. I guess the some of the letdown was the weight from the previous season to this one, because naturally we all saw the memes online about Stranger Things cast when the final season starts, and there's a whole bunch of adult versions of those characters, or just adult actors who we could say this is what they'll look like in 30 years trying to play high school kids or whatnot. So part of that weight, and I get it. Netflix, this is one of the rare instances in which Netflix is like, we're going to leave you alone and you do what you do. And not meddle in any way, shape, or form. Again, rare instance, because the only other 2 times I can remember that happening is House of Cards and Orange is the New Black. Everything else they got to cancel after 1 season or 2. So,
but all in all, I thought this whole season was less what are the kids doing and more mini revolution, whatever. It felt a lot more militaristic. And, trying to run these ops and these missions and practicing and drills and whatnot.
Wolverines.
Yes.
Red Dawn. Red Dawn, yes.
Yeah. That's the one. It felt more like that to me.
Yes.
But I did think that they gave some good depth to the characters that we weren't expecting, or, it shows their growth as humans from season 1 to season 5.
Yeah.
Although I did want to whoop Dustin's ass for the whole first episode.
Oh, yeah. So you had that.
Definitely was being antagonistic for the sake of being antagonistic.
He was grieving.
He was
grieving, but
out.
There were other ways to deal with that than the way he handled it. And everybody knew he was grieving and was like, dude, just talk to us. And that's the other thing. It's like, it wasn't like he had no one to talk to. He had them. And many a times, all of them were like, talk to us.
Yeah, he was stuck on anger.
He to his face. It's like he wanted to rage for the sake of raging. So he I mean, to say, yeah, you need therapy, but you had lifelines, multiple lifelines. Even who was it? The older kid that he's friends with.
One with the feathered hair.
Yes.
the Harrington.
Yes. Steve Harrington. Like, tried to help him as well. Like I'm here. Like, so it's not like he had no one to turn to. We get it. Your boy who started the Hellfire Club died in front of you. Traumatizing, yes. But at the end, he carried on and did everything that kid wanted to do at graduation. Strip off this gown, cap and gown, show the Hellfire shirt, flip off the principal while he takes his diploma, curse out the audience. He did all that.
Yep.
He did it for him. Yeah. Because he wasn't allowed to do it. So he got through it, but I mean, he didn't have to go this route.
But I do think that the way they had him playing that character was realistic. Like, when people are grieving, they don't know how to show it. Anger is usually an acceptable outlet for guys, and so they'll act out with anger, and then trying to pull it on himself so that he can feel even more outraged. Like, he was kind of caught in that cycle. Yeah.
And he was kind of like antagonizing the bullies who it seems counterproductive, but he was like antagonizing the bullies, almost like asking them to fight him, and
because he needed to fight.
Yeah, he needed to fight, or maybe he just needed to feel something, and he chose pain, physical pain.
Yo, that's deep.
And considering the time frame that it's in, that was realistically 90% of people's only, or 90% of men, boys, males, whatever, only option for dealing with emotional issues. There was no, hey, let's go talk about it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right. Especially not like through therapy or anything like that.
Therapy? Go walk it off.
Right.
Put some dirt on it. You'll be all right.
Right.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed the final season. I was happy with the last episode too, with everybody being all happy-go-lucky, because that means nobody had to die.
True.
See, I needed people to die. I just
Well, Vecna died. You got Vecna. He died.
No, we already knew that he was gonna die. That's not a. I needed other people to die.
Who did you want to die?
That's what I'm thinking about now. Who? Names, characters.
I mean, definitely needed 11 to die. The mother as a oh my god,
yeah,
she needed to go.
Winona Ryder or Mike's mom?
Winona Ryder.
Okay.
Yeah, she needed to go. Mike's mom was kick ass. I liked her. She was a surprise. I liked how they did her character. Who else? That female Rambo, she needed to die.
Wow.
Damn, you want everybody dead.
No.
Little fat boy.
Not everybody. The black boy, I needed him. I kind of want him to die. I needed them to stay alive. We don't kill off the black guy.
Erica's brother. Yeah, we don't want nothing to happen to Eric. Lucas. We don't want nothing to happen to Lucas.
We don't want that. Oh,
which
you know what would have been good?
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I know we don't kill off the blacks, but it would have been another, oh my God, what the fuck? Killing a sister.
Erica?
I would have boycotted.
Nah.
They killed
Nah.
We
would have burned Netflix down to kill Erica.
I don't want her to die.
On the spot.
I don't want her to die.
I would have written a sternly worded letter.
No. I didn't want her to die. I'm just saying that
now you choose,
in another universe.
No.
616, that would have been a.
But the thing that I love, notice how much more concerned we are about Erica dying than we are Lucas, which to me, that says a lot about her character development from her just being his angry little sister to somebody we actually care about on the show.
And she only shows up for like 15 minutes across 3 episodes.
Right.
But she's smart. Again,
yeah.
The people who are in a woman is smart. They know what they're doing, and you don't want to listen. You want to listen to the fucking men. And what happens when you listen to the men?
You open up a void to another dimension. So
chaos.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I just needed a couple more people to die. Just so that they can grieve and really bond, and it would have been a better ending.
I think they grieved enough with people who died in previous seasons.
And they grieved damn, I can't remember the number. I went 6, 7, 11. They grieved 11 because she wasn't,
she wasn't
die. There.
They don't know that.
She wasn't there. They thought she died.
No, she needed to die. She needed to die. We needed to see her die. The knowing that she was.
Well, technically, we did see her die.
See her die.
We did see her die. We just know she's not dead. Big difference. We saw it.
Yeah.
I needed more emotions. I needed to cry. I needed to feel. I needed to be angry. I just needed more.
You want to be angry? Mike's younger sister, right? Let's talk about how those kids beat her ass, and then at the end, she playing D&D with the same kids.
Oh yeah, a little demon child.
Mm-hmm. The one who was able to get free of Vecna, like
right.
Who's Luke's girlfriend? The redhead chick was helping her get out.
Holly,
yes. So she realizes this is all fake. She's trying to tell them it's all fake, and they're like, "Why are you being this way?" Threw her downstairs and had a step show on her, and then she want to invite them over to the crib for D&D. I know one thing. I don't care if it was in our minds.
Henry.
Yeah, I don't care if it was in our minds and Henry, coerced you or whatever. You had a mind of your own to make a decision, and you mentally threw me downstairs and stomped the ish out of me. I am not inviting you to my crib to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Vecna did not plan that ambush. Them kids did, and I wouldn't talk to not nary one of them again.
That part. Persona non grata.
It's
I'm smacking
site.
you on site.
Everywhere we go in the world.
On site.
Like
just 5 fingers to the face.
Mm-hmm.
People be asking you 30 years later, why is that person smacking you? I stomped on them when we was kids and they still haven't gotten over. You damn right I haven't gotten over it. You will deserve it 30 years into the future. Smack.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Tracy Morgan and his bully from way back when.
Yes. Because no, this is not a kumbaya moment. Not a kumbaya moment. Like,
No, I mean, hell, they even forgave the bully. He turned it around. The little fat kid.
Yeah. Oh, him. Well, I mean, because Erica had his number. He ain't have a choice but to act right.
True. Erica being the gangster that she is.
Right? Erica went in that whole family's house and put them to sleep with pie.
I would take an Erica spinoff.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
She's the Arya Stark of Stranger Things.
Yes.
I really don't think they meant that in the beginning. I think in the beginning she was just Lucas's annoying little sister.
Yep.
But when those 2 or 3 lines they gave her, when people started reacting to them, and the way she was not afraid of Lucas, and the way she put him in his place, I think they wrote a bigger role into the rest of the show for Erica.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that they did, because I love me some Erica.
She's the
Can't
best.
spell America without Erica.
That's right.
Now they just need to get on with that next Funko Pop of hers from this season, so I can go ahead and cop that.
That's
not gonna have a problem with Funko Pops.
Yeah, a problem.
I just have a few.
Just
dozen.
A few?
Just a few dozen. So anything else, anything stand out that anybody wants to address or talk about?
Yeah,
I do.
Ooh.
I want to talk about the other empowered girl. I forget her name. What was it? Sup, Cal?
Hola.
Hey, Cal. Look over there.
Birthday boy. What's going on?
Thank you.
Look who's over there.
But the other girl that had powers, you know what I'm talking about? That
11's friend.
The sister.
Yeah.
I found it interesting the way they had her play that character as just no hope, no nothing, and then give her and almost try to sabotage. Like nobody wanted 11 to die more than her sister.
That is true, because she wanted everything to end.
Except maybe Simone.
Maybe.
Simone out here with a hit list. Blam! All these characters need to die.
Simone would have done it for you if you didn't want to do it.
Right? They should have cast Simone in Linda Hamilton's role, and Simone would have just been like, pop, pop. All right, into this.
Right? I'm not having conversations with you. Pop, pop. Let's go.
I mean, but she was right. Joy, she was right, because they were linked, and if they got a hold of 11, they would have been able to move on. They would have been able to continue. They couldn't do it with everybody else. They needed to. 11 needed to die.
Yeah. 11 still needs to die. Like, because
I mean.
They're gonna come find her. Eventually, she gonna do something like Superman did in that one movie, and accidentally get caught on video with a nosebleed, moving something with her mind, and then get come to the feds again. Actually, I forget this is a period piece, so there are no video. There's no camera phones.
I'm about to say no recordings.
Yeah.
But people will talk about it,
and she'll live into this era because she is our age, and so yeah. I can see her messing up when she turns like 50. And then here comes this. She's never going to be too old. No.
Kyle, any thoughts on the final season of Stranger Things?
I did not watch the final season of Stranger Things. You know why?
What?
Because of Noah Schnapp. That's why. I didn't watch the final. I didn't watch the final season of Stranger Things because that the Will kid in real life. Some of his politics. Yeah, some of his politics, I was just like, nah, I'm not really rocking with that. So, I was good on that.
Okay, I missed that. What was happening?
So
he was tweeting something because I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah,
I mean, I am on it.
So he is what we call a Zionist. Essentially, did not see the people of Palestine as people and saw them as animals.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, I was just like, yeah, nah, I don't want to devote my energy into that show. So I was good on that. I was good on that.
That's funny. I mean, everybody gets on Gal Gadot, but then they was into Stranger Things.
Right.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because he was a man, he was okay,
yes.
But because she said it as a woman,
yes,
dual stab, hang her.
Well, I think it's because he's a white man. That's why he didn't get a lot of flack for it. But he did get flack for it from the people who yeah. So because there were a lot of hangups with people, wanting to tune into the final season because of the stuff that he said, and it's unfortunate because up until then, I really enjoyed Stranger Things. I enjoyed watching the kids, grow up and see how their relationships, how the relationships blossomed, between different characters, seeing different storylines play out. And it's unfortunate, because of someone's real life politics that I'm conflicted about watching the show. So
see, he would have been on my hit list of, okay, that's one that needed to die.
So Will,
that would have made everything fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if we ain't find Will, none of this would ever happen to begin with. Because remember, the first season all starts with Will disappearing for 6 episodes.
Right. Right. So
Will trapped in the Upside Down for 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Also, with his budding, superpowers of his own, he could absolutely have been the one that had to close the rift or whatever. Leave him back there.
That was more just I guess
they can write whatever they want to write. They can
write whatever. Yeah, true. True.
Yeah, because it could have been with him too. Okay, him and 11, both of y'all. That means that he was still living inside you. So if we have to go, you have to go too. Well, let's kill him. Take his head off too. Yeah, let's do it.
I would say I did hear they are doing because I know they have the animated Stranger Things spinoff.
Yes.
But I also heard that they're doing another spinoff of
they are
what's going on in London or something like that.
I have no idea where it's taking place.
I would be inclined to check that out because I'm just like, okay, whole different host of characters. What's going on in another part of the world.
Upside down in another part of the world.
Yeah.
Right. And what does that 80s culture look like over there?
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'd be interested, especially in the 80s London, punk, how how prominent that would be. I'd be down to see something like that.
And then wondering if they're gonna not bring them in, but reference what happened in America.
Okay.
Because
you also have to think at that time, again, it's not like they have access to the internet or things like that, and the news cycle isn't nearly what it is now. So how tuned in are they to what's going on in Hawkins?
So hell, they may not even know.
Right.
Yeah.
They might not even
This
know.
wouldn't have
They don't even know that Hawkins exists as a town.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they know the major cities in that era, probably outside of the United States. They know because where's Hawkins supposed to be again? Which state? Ohio?
Indiana. It's
Indiana.
I think Indiana. Yeah.
So yeah, Indianapolis they would know, but Hawkins, what's that?
Bro, they wouldn't know Indianapolis.
The only way I could possibly see them knowing about that, because if they're going that punk route, I wonder if pirate radio was a thing associated with punk, and pirate radio was a thing that spanned the globe that a lot of people had access to. So maybe that's a way you can, because if the mainstream is trying to keep something like that on the hush, it would be rebellious for you to know about something that's going on in Hawkins across the pond. So that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, because the military in this final season, they did pretty much block a lot of communication in and out of Hawkins. And the local radio station that they were running, pretty much they were secretly passing messages through the various songs they were playing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So the illusion is already there. Netflix, if we hear any of this in the next season,
we need our bread. We need our bread.
Run me my money. And you're welcome. Stealing bums. We talked about stealing last night.
Man.
No, I mean the internet was invented in the 80s, so
that is true.
Yes.
Unless they had somebody who was a geek.
Yeah, but back then only military had access to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in government. So yeah.
No, I had my little computer. What are you talking about?
You had the phone coupler modem. The
I'm not
game modem.
military. I had my little Apple computer. I wish I still kept it.
Okay, shall we play a game?
Exactly what I was thinking of.
Oh man! So
now that I think back on that as an adult, the name of that supercomputer was called the Whopper, wasn't it?
Was it the Whopper?
In War Games?
Mm-hmm. Like I know he called it Joshua, but like the rest of the military knew it as the WHO or the WOPR or something like that.
Yep, WOPR, War Operation Plan Response. Nickname Joshua.
Nickname Joshua. But I thought about the Whopper and I was like, I wanted Burger King.
Yes, I did. I do believe Burger King ran a cross promotion to sell the Whopper from that movie in the 80s.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Would not be surprised if you can find those old advertisements on the internet somewhere.
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
I mean, McDonald's did it when
McDonald's did
the
everything.
was calling McDonald's Mickey D's, and they were like, "What's this?" And then all of a sudden, you're seeing commercials on TV about I'm going to Mickey D's, but you ain't paying not one black person for that,
and they won't.
According to a quick Google search, director John Badham liked the name. Like he liked the name that it was
a Whopper.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Final thoughts on Stranger Things before we move on to other stuff that we have seen since the last time. Joy.
I don't really want any sequels or anything. Let's just stop this. Okay.
I mean, not a sequel, but would we call it a spinoff if London had their version? Would that be
again, two spinoffs are coming.
It needs to be a franchise. I'm firmly in the opinion it should be a franchise because we've already seen on the show that 11 is not the only person with powers. Hell, her name being 11 lets us know that she's not the only person with powers. So
yeah, because Vecna was one.
Need a sequel to this? No. I personally would like to see it become a franchise to where, there are bases, maybe other bases in the United States or other bases around the world.
Because the main one was in Russia, so they could have escaped. And you're right. We can have one franchise that's in the UK and then another one that's in Asia. That's fine, but they got to be good.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Bullshit.
Teresa,
it's good or else they die.
I was gonna say that, but I'm glad you.
I know you were.
just kill him dead.
Hit Squad over here just want to kill off every character in the show.
Right.
Need a scorecard to see who's still alive.
That makes you want to come back. That's why I love Game of Thrones.
Right.
Killing all my favorite people. I didn't know who was going to die. Game
of Thrones,
I knew who was going to die from the first episode. I saw Ned Stark and I was like, Sean Bean is going to die.
Always dies in everything.
Yes.
Always dies in everything.
Kyle, final thoughts on Game of Thrones as a whole, even though you didn't see season 5.
Oh, you mean Stranger Things? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Stranger Things, great series. Like I said, will not be watching season 5, but if they do continue to do spinoffs, I'll be interested to see if the Duffer Brothers are attached to writing that, because I know they were kind of spent writing after season 1. So I'd be interested to see who they get as a writer for those spinoffs. Yeah, I hope they're good because that's one way to kill a franchise is to have some.
Were they the ones that wrote this last season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they were tired because
who is it? There's
you
a
ain't
YouTube
missing nothing,
video.
Kyle.
There's a YouTube video out about the journey the Duffer Brothers had went through from them coming up with the core concept for Stranger Things before it was Stranger Things when they were like teenagers. How we got to this point and how many different studios they took this to who pretty much told them no before they got to Netflix.
That's crazy.
And yeah, some of them were network stations. They did take this to like ABC and CBS and they got turned away.
And all of them networks, you never fucking. When are y'all gonna learn?
You know what'd be crazy?
When are y'all gonna learn? Every time you say no to something and it's big,
it's because they were new and they hadn't done anything. Like they tried to they polished it up from when they were teenagers to when they were in film school and college and whatnot. Tweaked it again in grad school and whatnot, and then shopped it around, and studios weren't interested again because no one knew who they were. And that's always a thing. It's like, you're new, we don't know you. Like, we taking this meeting with you, but we don't think this is going to hit. Also remember, this is kind of it's a 80s sci-fi type thing, and sci-fi on network TV, it is not working right now because they don't know what to do with it.
Well, I mean, sci-fi is already such a very specialized genre.
Yes.
When you've got a specialized genre being taken on by a bunch of unknown people, you don't see the money coming back from that investment.
Right.
So I get why they passed on it. I personally think it was a bad idea, but from a strictly financial position, I get why they did it.
Yeah.
But for us, I think it's a good thing that they did, because a network show wouldn't have been nearly as good, I think.
Right. They would have had to tone down a lot of stuff.
Like Erica said, certain situations call for a certain amount of cussing.
Right.
I'll be interested because what's funny, because you guys were saying like they shot this around different networks. If they shot this to somebody like an HBO early on, and if HBO passed on that, that's so funny because this show has pretty much helped to make Netflix what it is. Right. Netflix turned around and bought out HBO and Warner Brothers. That's crazy. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
I don't think HBO would have said.
I don't know if HBO would have turned it down if they got the chance to actually talk to him. Because like I said, Netflix is pretty much like the end. Like they were about to give up before Netflix. And because I think the video that I saw pretty much said that they pretty much only went to like network. So, your Fox, your CBS, NBC, ABC, whatever stuff like that. So I don't know if they even got to HBO.
Yeah, I think it would have worked.
Point, if I was a writer, I wouldn't even go to the damn networks. I'd be going to HBO. I'd be going to Netflix. I'd be going to all of them before I go to fucking these damn networks now.
And again, that's the pro and con of Netflix is that they'll take a chance, but in taking that chance, they'll also cut you off after 1 or 2 seasons. So it's kind of like you walk in the door knowing, all right, I got this, but I better wrap this up in 1 season just in case.
But Netflix will do that to you too. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's what Netflix does. They'll give you the chance. At the same time, they'll cut you off after 1 or 2 seasons.
But I mean, even if you got the numbers, you got viewership and people like it, they will still cut you off.
I'll never forgive them for the Get Down.
Never forgive
them for that.
Never.
I was so heavily invested.
Oh my god, that show was amazing.
That's where I first saw Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Yep.
Who's currently Wonder Man, by the way. Previously, Black Manta.
Yeah.
So I guess it is time to talk about what else we've been watching that we might want to talk about, right?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
We'll start with Wonder Man.
We can start with Wonder Man. I am 6 episodes in. I got 2 left, and even though I need to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, I'll be watching those last 2 episodes when we are done tonight.
Nice.
Sleep be damned.
Can I ask a question? What is Disney's problem promoting the show?
Disney did not start, and I get what you're saying, because Disney did not start promoting this show until this month.
Thank you.
They did. I mean, you already know it's the same issue with Ironheart. They didn't promote that show until 2 weeks prior. We are the ones to be like, hey, y'all know Ironheart is starting in a month, right? Ironheart's coming in 3 weeks, and all of a sudden Disney's like, oh yeah, 2 weeks from today, Ironheart.
Yeah, I totally forgot it came out on the 27th.
Mm-hmm. I know it was coming out at the end of this month.
But all of the reviews apparently are great. All of these, the New York Times, everybody is like, "Oh my God, it's amazing."
It is.
What?
It
all
really
you
is.
Red wing lefties, y'all liking this? Okay.
Yep. And even though, when I first heard that they were releasing everything at once, that seems like, a slight to the show as well. But after watching it, I kind of see why they did. Because I don't think the reviews would have been as good, because I think it would have lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially that very first episode, because not a whole lot went on in that first episode. And I think people would have been narrow-minded and wouldn't have seen the vision, kind of like with WandaVision, and wouldn't have stuck in with it. So I kind of see why they released the whole thing at once.
Yes, we're talking about Wonder Man.
So I haven't started it yet, but with Abdul Mateen and Ben Kingsley headlining the show, you would think those two names would warrant a certain amount of, hey, we got these two big superstars. You should probably watch this.
So this is what Disney's advertising plan was, and it was dumb. There were no actual commercials promoting, like I said, promoting this show, like actual 30-second commercials pushing the show until right after the new year, right? Crazy. The only thing online was in-world interviews and interactions between the two characters played by these two men, Ben Kingsley and Yahya Abdul-Mateen, that dropped on like IG and maybe, Facebook or something. And those started around Thanksgiving. Yeah.
But they were everywhere.
Right. But they were so under the radar, though, that unless you were actually on social media for them to pop up in your feed, you would have never saw them. Because the first one I saw was like the week of Thanksgiving, and it was basically them in character talking. So Trevor Slattery talking to Simon Williams. That was the first thing I saw the week of Thanksgiving, like on Instagram from the Disney platform or whatever. And I'm like, this is how y'all promoting the show early? It's 3 months away. Y'all could do a little bit better. Like, y'all did more for Daredevil, and that's 6 months out.
Right.
Yeah, they just started their Daredevil too.
And my thing is, you can at least, like with what Lanterns is doing, at least show like a 30 to 45 second clip of like some action, like some high energy action of the show to get people excited about the show. And then drop some like promotional material, but they didn't do any of that.
No, they didn't, but it still turned out to be. I mean, they're saying that this was one of the best Marvel movies, and I can't believe that they said that, but
shows, it is.
That's what they're saying, and I mean, I've seen them everywhere. They've been every fucking talk show. It was like the last 2 weeks, every damn talk show from London to all the way to the US. I was like, damn, you everywhere.
I do agree with Teresa though. Their shows that run half-hour episodes probably need to drop all at once.
Yeah.
So,
or at least more than one at once.
More than one episode at a time. Yeah, because you don't get a lot if they're only giving them 30-35 minutes of runtime per episode. That's not good for a weekly episodic, at least for these Marvel series.
Right.
And from what I've binged, like last night I watched 2 episodes. I was good after 2 episodes to go to sleep. But yeah, if I stopped after episode 1, I'd have been mad, because episode 1 does kind of like leave you hanging like, wait, what am I getting into here? Because it's very intro level stuff. Like,
it made me think he didn't know that he had powers.
Right. And it's like you don't even know what you're getting into. It's very it's episode 1 is just complete unknown. Like you're left hanging, like I said, at the end. So you want to hurry up and get to episode 2.
It was like WandaVision. That's why so many people after that first episode of WandaVision, they were like, black and white? Is it all gonna be black and white? Is it all
right?
Like, you
that
know,
was the fodder for a week,
from
yes.
the 50s or whatever?
But with WandaVision and with Loki, didn't those shows also release week by week?
They did.
They did.
But remember, WandaVision episodes got progressively longer as it went on.
They
And
dropped the
people were
first 2 for
complaining
WandaVision.
Yeah.
After that first episode of WandaVision because they didn't understand it.
Right. No one did. I don't think anybody expected WandaVision to be what it was, even from the promotional material we got.
Right.
So you're going into a lot of these series blind, but at least there was promotional material for WandaVision. Like here's WandaVision. And even though it was kind of like all over the place because everything we saw were just images from the different eras of TV shows, the way the show was stylized.
Yeah.
You at least had some idea of maybe what to look forward to.
The other thing to think about, and tell me what you think about this though, with those shows, we'd already seen their characters on the big screen.
That helps. Yes.
Yep.
We have never seen anything about Wonder Man until the Disney Plus show.
Right.
Absolutely. And that's a disservice.
No, but yes, technically no, because
Trevor Slattery.
Well, Trevor Slattery we knew of. Wonder Man, what was it?
Okay, so James, hold on a minute.
What?
Trevor, not Trevor.
Simon Williams.
Sir, is that Sir Simon Williams? Wait,
Ben Kingsley?
Sir Ben
Oh, you mean
Kingsley.
Sir Ben Kingsley, the actor?
Yeah.
As Trevor Slattery.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so why was he in jail?
For playing the Mandarin.
That was a
So
okay, I got
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
Right. I was like,
Aldrich Killian hired him to play the role of the Mandarin while he was committing all these acts. So all this stuff was actually happening. He just paid Trevor Slattery to act as the Mandarin to claim responsibility for all the stuff that AIM was doing.
Right.
And even though Killian dies at the end by, Pepper Potts' hand, they still arrested Trevor Slattery because he had he's
the face of the Mandarin.
He was the face of it. He was basically they charged him as like co-conspirator. So in the Marvel one-shots that they put at the end of when you got started, if you bought the DVDs of certain films, they had Marvel one-shots at the end. And of one of the movies afterwards, because it wasn't after Iron Man 3 when it released, it was something else. They had a one-shot called All the King's Men or something like that. And a representative of the 10 Rings was interviewing Trevor Slattery in prison about why he did it, what was the role and everything like that. And, as that interview was going on, the prison is being attacked.
Yeah.
And then it just fades to black because we don't even see the people attacking the prison. You just see Ben Kingsley freaking out and looking around like, what the hell is going on? And then it just fades to black. And the next time we see him is in Shang-Chi.
In Shang-Chi.
So, which was weird in and of itself because like, why is he showing up here? But whatever.
Right.
So, and that's still not a clear connection. So like, I get it. The 10 Rings broke him out, but how he ended up in where his mom, and them live or whatnot.
Shangri-La or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They took him there.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing though. The 10 Rings, the actual Mandarin and the 10 Rings broke him out. So why was he
punish him?
Yeah.
So why was he in the safe haven?
Right.
That he was trying to
with
get
the
in?
mom. Because remember, Shang-Chi's parents ain't copacetic.
Right.
So even though his dad's people brought him out of prison, when we see him, he's with the mom's people.
Plot hole.
Yes, because he brought back the headless little flying thing.
Yes, the
little
puppy thing with the wings and no face.
It's like a giant hedgehog with wings.
Joy, wake up.
What are we talking about? I was knocked out. What are we talking about?
No.
Go to bed, Joy. You tired.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Go on, go to bed.
All right.
I feel her pain.
I do. It's been a long day.
Episode 4. Was that blurredography?
Yeah, you're talking about episode
that
4
confused the hell out of me.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it too much. We're going to talk about it because again, it just came out. We want to go in depth next month, but right now we're just acknowledging we have seen it, what to look forward to. No, this is the only thing we're not going to spoil.
What?
We're not spoiling Wonder Man.
No,
I haven't finished.
It came out last night.
I'm about to say it just came out last night.
And
there
was
I made it through. I thought I was gonna make it.
Did we not have the spoiler alert?
No, I did not post the spoilers thing.
But you said it.
I did for everything else, not this. We haven't all seen it yet. Have you seen it?
I'm on episode 5, and I don't care if we've seen it. That's what we're here for, to spoil shit. Am I wrong?
Yes, you're wrong.
Why are you like this?
Because we would have billed it. We would have billed it as a Wonder Man spoiler show.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And we didn't bill it as a Wonder Man spoiler show.
This is not your first episode.
We spoil shit on this episode. Do we not?
Behave.
Yes, but we let people know.
We let them know. We warned them at the beginning.
For Stranger
They came in late. That's their fucking fault. They should have been here on time.
Nah. Just like last month, we talked about Stranger Things. We didn't go in depth about Stranger Things.
But we still spoiled some things on Stranger Things.
No, we did not spoil anything on Stranger Things last month, other than the fact that it came out, how many episodes each of us has seen, and how much we were liking it thus far. That's about it.
So Kyle.
Yes.
Superwoman, Supergirl, Super whatever, that drunk. The drunk one at the end of Superman.
Yes.
Do you like that?
Yeah. I you know what? I love if you've ever read Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King, that's an excellent comic book. And I think we're gonna get an excellent version of Supergirl. I'm interested to see, because we are getting lanterns, and if they do explore the emotional spectrum, I am praying that we get Supergirl with a Red Lantern ring, because anytime she gets a Red Lantern ring or is exposed to red kryptonite, she is OP. So yeah, I'm excited for Supergirl for sure.
Of course you are. Shocker.
I know you on my side, Blurred. I know you on my side, but to keep the peace, I'm going to keep the peace. Let me finish. Because
you can't spoil it anyway. You're not finished.
Yeah.
I could spoil it.
Right.
I can say everything up until what I've seen.
Yes, you could.
Behave.
Peace. I agree. I will not
behave. So we will do Wonder Man in depth next month.
Okay, and that's what we will do.
Thank you. Never act. How would you like my spoiled free rim because you haven't seen the subbed episodes yet?
I don't care.
I was about to say I don't think she would really care. She wasn't real excited about those first 2 episodes.
I need to know, because then I like to go in knowing, okay, so what episode is this gonna happen? When you tell me stuff that's gonna happen, I like spoils.
Depends on what I'm looking at. Oh gosh. So what has everyone seen since we last chatted?
Let's see. So me and my fiance have been watching 2 different shows. One being the Knights of Seven Kingdoms.
Okay, new Game of Thrones show.
Man.
I forgot that's out.
Big departure from what from what we typically have seen as far as Game of Thrones. As far
It's
as
a comedy, right?
yeah, it's more or less billed as a comedy.
Yeah, it
And
looks like foolishness. That's why I watched it.
It's great. It's really good. So I am not I refuse to watch one battle after another. Uh, but no,
You
Game of
too?
Thrones. Yeah.
Me too.
Why? Is that the one with?
Oh, they pretty much made black revolutionaries look like clowns, and they overly sexualized black women in that movie. So no, I refuse to watch that movie.
And I don't like Leonardo DiCaprio.
That part.
Yeah, that part too. That part too.
Oh, that's the one with what's her name? That one?
Taylor.
Tiana Taylor.
Tiana. Is that the one that she won her Golden Globe? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, the Night of Seven Kingdoms, big departure, like I said, from the original Game of Thrones series and from House of the Dragon, but it's a welcome departure from those, in my opinion. So, and it's really like it's not lore rich yet, but you can tell like there's some seeds being planted, lore wise, for some characters, which I always love. So that show has been really great. And then Fallout. Fallout season 2 has been incredible.
I have not started that. I forgot that was out.
I didn't finish.
I saw the first one. I need to go back.
So when you guys were talking about releasing all the episodes at once, so Fallout season 1 did that. They did that, and I loved it. And the ratings for that were like super high, which is why they got season 2. But season 2, they've been releasing episodes week by week.
Then I'll wait.
So their ratings have been dropping a little bit, but their viewership is still there. But this season is awesome. Walter Goggins is putting on a masterclass as far as acting. I still hear him as Uncle Baby Billy from Righteous Gemstones a lot of times. But yeah, but yeah, that show is awesome. I definitely would say check that out. You can stream all season 1 now, then season 2. They release the episodes. Usually they release on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Because viewership has been really positive, they released the episode early yesterday, and then next week they're releasing the episode, which is the season finale, on Tuesday as well. So.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Binge
I have
next
to
week
finish
when I'm home.
season 1 first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because first season was better than because again, I've never played any of the Fallout games. I knew the subject matter and everything, but I like going into things where I have no knowledge of source material because I find that I enjoy it more and I can easily turn my brain off to just enjoy what's in front of me, whether it's, I have a dearth of knowledge of a particular comic book character or something in sci-fi and here's this new thing and it's like, wait, how does my brain starts trying to connect dots whether they exist or not.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't like that sometimes.
Season 1 was good. And I never played Fallout, but I got it and it made me want to play it.
So,
I don't go that far.
they are I think they have an announcement that they're announcing on February 2nd, which I think is the day of the finale, that they might be remastering Fallout 3 for like up-to-date graphics. I would play. That's an excellent game.
Okay, cool.
Probably the best in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Furious, what you been watching?
I have been watching mostly sci-fi. I've been watching Foundation on Apple TV, I only caught like one episode and then I got sidetracked, but a new season is starting soon, so I've been playing catch up. It's an alternate history where Russia beats the US to putting a person on the moon.
Oh yeah.
There are some other downfalls that we take in the show, and it's I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but it has been a very pleasant surprise. If you like alternate history takes. And I like it because it's not an alternate history of like 300 years ago. It's an alternate history of maybe 100 years, not even 100 years ago. So it's really cool in that respect. I've also been playing catch up on Star Trek Discovery.
Okay.
leading into Starfleet Academy. And Star Trek Starfleet Academy, if you are a Star Trek fan, you should be watching Starfleet Academy. Only 3 episodes. Excuse me. Only 3 episodes of Starfleet Academy have come out so far, but it's a very interesting take because you get to see what is life like as a cadet and not as a seasoned ship
Starfleet graduates,
not a crew member and a graduate. And it's some people have been calling it the 90210 of Star Trek because there are nothing but pretty people.
Okay.
And you know what? Everybody who's if that's how people want to describe it, that's fine. I don't really care because we've never seen this side of Star Trek before. So to me, it's really cool because as you have seen in Discovery, they are now so far into the future that there is no Starfleet. No, it is not the Breakfast Club. No, it is not the Breakfast Club. Not even close. No. But they are so far into the future that they don't have to abide by any of the historical Starfleet lore. They get to tell their own story. The only Starfleet lore that they have is every now and again, you'll see names that you recognize from previous Star Trek shows, and they will have areas of Starfleet Academy dedicated to them for, exemplary service. Like there's one that I forget what it was, but remember Boothby from Generation?
The groundskeeper, yes.
There is an area of the grounds that is dedicated to Boothby.
Nice.
If you
on that wall, the memorial wall that they showed in the first season had, everybody's name on it.
Yep. And if you watched Star Trek Enterprise, there is an atrium, if I'm not mistaken, an atrium dedicated to Hochi, who was the linguist specialist on Enterprise.
Okay.
Yeah. So they do a good job of, we've got all these people that you remember from way back when. We're not going to focus so much on them. We'll just dedicate different things to them.
Gotcha.
And again, getting to see what it's like being a cadet. A mild spoiler. They also introduce, and again, this is something that's new to me. If it's existed in other Star Trek lore, I didn't know about it. But the War College.
Oh.
So in it, you've got Starfleet Academy and you got the War College all sharing this communal space as they do the things that they do. And it's interesting because I'm wondering if the War College could potentially lead us back into having Section 31 again.
Oh.
I don't know that that's what they're going to do. But again, you've got Starfleet Academy and then you got the War College.
Gotcha.
So that's just been an interesting dynamic. And the first couple of episodes felt a little off to me, and I couldn't figure out what it was that was off until I got to the 3rd episode. And it's because this is a brand new area of Star Trek. So had you just given me this show and called it random sci-fi show in the future, here are the cadets, I wouldn't have thought anything about it. But you've attached the Star Trek name to it.
It's going to take some time to get used to.
And for old fans like me, there is a certain thing you expect when you attach the Star Trek name to it. And this show doesn't do that, which I think is good because the franchise has got to evolve if it's going to survive. And the usual suspects, as I call them, have been online bitching and moaning and complaining. Yeah, absolutely. They've been bitching and moaning because there's a character who she is half Klingon, half Jem'Hadar.
Yep, I know.
And if you remember the Jem'Hadar, they were initially a genetically created male race that didn't reproduce.
Mm-hmm. They were all bred in the lab.
And everybody's like, well, how do they have a female Jem'Hadar? And I'm like, it's 1,000 years in the future.
We figure something out.
Stupid bastards.
It's also fiction.
That part.
Right, it's fiction. Yeah,
You know, you can do whatever you want.
And it's almost as if they never watched DS9 with the war with the Dominion. If you think the Klingons were just killing Jem'Hadar Dar, and some of them weren't curious enough because, I don't know, the Klingons, a warrior race, looking for battle, looking to get stronger, always looking for stronger people to fight.
People to conquer.
Would think, these guys are pretty damn good. You think they wouldn't take some genetic samples back to the Klingon homeworld and start breeding these just to fight and have things to battle with?
Exactly.
You must be out your cotton picking mind.
Yeah. So again, if you are number one, if you're a fan of Star Trek, number two, if you're a fan of science fiction in general, you need to be watching Starfleet Academy. Like I said, only the 3rd episode is dropped because Paramount Plus drops it out week by week. Go watch this show.
Oh, I don't. I like Star Trek, but I don't have Paramount Plus.
I haven't finished Lower Decks or Picard or Discovery.
Yeah.
Well, then, if you are able to watch this show, go watch
one day in the future when I can get my anime list down.
Yeah. Oh, well, that'll be never, James.
Which is never, right?
That'll be never. But like I said, I've been on my sci-fi kick lately. So Foundation, Star Trek Discovery, and Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Yeah, if you are a fan of science fiction, right now is a good time to be watching stuff.
Okay. Well, you catching up because Foundation is old.
Yep, this is about to be season 3 of Foundation. And I think season 3 of Foundation, I think, comes out in March. Season 2 of Monarch happens in February. So I'm already ready for season 2 of Monarch, but I want to get ready for season 3 of Foundation.
There's a lot of good sci-fi shows on Apple TV.
Apple, yeah.
There was an article I was reading, and it was talking about, the rise and fall of all these streaming services, and how in the beginning it was just Netflix, and some people were like, yeah, once everybody else gets caught up to speed, Netflix is going to be in trouble. They got to talking about Apple TV and how the only people who should be worried about Apple TV is HBO, because that's kind of the model that Apple TV is taking right now, is a curated selection of exceptionally well done programming, and not just we throw everything at the wall and see what sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that there are more than 2 Black people in this. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that's the other thing is in this new Star Trek Starfleet Academy, the diversity is they did an excellent job of having a diverse cast on this show.
Like truly diverse.
Yes, truly diverse. I mean, one of the things that I love about this show, and I know some people are not going to like hearing this, but the people who I know like hearing it are going to be happy to hear it. There are like 2 white dudes on the show.
Okay, that's too many, but whatever.
And neither of them is in any form of power or control. No, I take that back. One of them is. There's a white dude in charge of war college.
Oh, yeah.
But the other couple of white dudes on the show are like cadets, and they're not even, like I said, like
main characters.
Yeah. The diversity on this show.
Though.
Yeah. So again, they did a very good job of having a truly diverse cast.
Cool.
Because you've got Holly Hunter as the captain and chancellor of Starfleet Academy. You've got, I can't remember what her name is, but she's the character who's half Jem'Hadar, half
the comedian, the British comedian.
British comedian.
Mm-hmm. I know you're talking about.
She is on the show in an openly in a relationship with the lady who played the engineer from Star Trek Discovery. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's also one scene where you see a bunch of the cadets out in the quad, and they're talking to them and whatnot. I think you see 2 or 3 guys wearing skirts.
Okay.
So they're doing a pretty good job of, trying to make sure that
they're trying to bring back that what is it, next generation thing where the uniforms were supposed to be unisex.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, we all know that season 1 of TNG is probably some of the most cringe Star Trek ever. But those uniforms, they shut up about Planet Black. But if you remember the pilot and the first 2 episodes after, because they pretty much scrapped it after those 4 total episodes, but the pilot and the 2 episodes afterwards, you do see men walking around in the long skirt, like, onesie skirt thing that they were trying to make a thing, and it never really caught. So.
Yeah, Blurred, you need Apple TV. You need it. Watching C made me get Apple TV. And after I watched C, it was like that kept me. I was like, I'm not getting rid of it.
I didn't care for her acting in Bob Hart's Abishola, but I love her. She's essentially a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen her do stand up, think of her doing stand up as a drill sergeant. Mwah.
All right. Teresa, what you been watching lately?
Interestingly enough, I just started Foundation as well. It was on the suggestion of a friend, the recommendation of a friend. So, and I really like it too. Not that friend, a different friend. But I'm only like,
I'm not gonna tell y'all to watch that. I was watching freaking 3 years ago. I need y'all to catch up.
She said we're late.
Who was watching C? I was watching that.
I'm only like maybe five-ish episodes in, so it's kind of a fill-in when I need something to watch. The stuff that is new this season, that's like 1 episode a week that I've been watching. Starfleet Academy. Will Trent is back. I love Will Trent. And The Pit is back on HBO Max. They had a phenomenal first season, and it's still just as good.
Is that the show with Noah Wiley?
Yes.
Okay.
And along with those, on Sunday during the ice show the ice storm that never was, I binged the entire season of It, Welcome to Derry.
Cool.
What you think?
I loved it. I was pleasantly surprised because I have always loved horror movies since I was like in middle school. I started reading Stephen King in middle school. But I have noticed as the older I get, the more chicken I become. I used to be able to, my room was in the basement when I was in the high school. I would sit in the basement by myself in the dark, lights off, watch any kind of horror movie you could think of, and then get up and go to bed. Now, I made sure I started Welcome to Derry in the daytime with the blinds open. Of course, by the time I finished it, it was dark, but I have realized that it's not as scary as I expected. The last It movies, I haven't even seen the second one because the first one scared the bejesus out of me. So I was afraid the series was going to be the same, but it's not that bad. It's more like story driven than scary driven. So I really enjoyed it.
I was gonna say the interesting thing about that show. So the finale, where you find out that its perception of time is way different than we typically think of. So him going back, because like season 2 takes place in the 30s, season 3 apparently is going to be taking place in the teens, like in the 15 or the early 1900s.
So they're going back in the 27-year cycles?
Correct. Because the entity It essentially is going back in time to try to, okay, I messed up. Those kids in the 80s killed me. So I'm going to go back and try to take out
their ancestors. Yeah.
Right. So that sets up a whole different thing, because my thing is, if he succeeds in even taking out one person, that alters the timeline altogether. and It Chapter 3 makes for an entirely new universe and movie. So yeah, and then Chris Chalk, what's his name? Who does he play? He plays Halloran, Dick Halloran.
Mhm.
Loved him in that series. That's my pick for Martian Manhunter. If they ever do a live action Martian Manhunter, it was Mahershala Ali, but I would love to see Chris Chalk as Martian Manhunter because he's got that deep voice, has the gravitas to pull that off. Yeah, I would love to see him as Martian Manhunter.
So let me ask this: as far as It goes, the only It that I've seen as far as the series goes was the miniseries back in I think either the
90s,
early 90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Does the current It pick up? Maybe not exactly where that one left off, but is it a continuation?
No, it's a consider because my fiance asked me that too. Consider the one in the early 90s is like one version of like almost like them doing another version of the It books.
Okay.
So after that pretty much is his own thing in his own little universe, whatever. It Chapter 1 essentially was the start of this new kingdom, so to speak, as far as the It movies are concerned.
Okay.
So like after It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2, Welcome to Derry is in that same universe, and there's what they do in this series is like chef's kiss.
But the series, so the two movies, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, are like a retelling of the one from the 90s.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
But the series is a prequel to the two movies.
No, so the series in the 90s is its own thing. So it's not connected to the movies at all.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Simone, what you been watching?
Blurred. The Severance is mid 2027. That's when that one is supposed to be coming out. Okay. I'm just watching all of my new shows that just came out. Like Teresa said, what's his name again? I forgot.
Will Trent.
Will Trent. What's the chick before him?
I don't know the chick before him.
I can't remember that show before the
Genius Lady.
Yes, the Genius Lady. I can't remember that.
Potential, some kind of potential.
Oh, High Potential.
High Potential, yes. I'm kind of behind on Will Trent, but it's being recorded. But I've been watching High Potential.
Okay.
How much of Will Trent have you watched?
I've seen all of Will Trent except for the last two episodes.
What happens in the last episode that you watched?
Oh,
I watched was last week.
The last one that I watched was they thought that he died in the car.
Okay, so you haven't finished that. Okay, now I'll ask you next time then, because there's something that happens that I want to ask you about, but it sounds like you haven't gotten there yet.
No, I haven't. Because that was a part 1. I need to do the part 2.
Yeah. I'll ask you next. I'll ask you next time then. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. I need to do the part 2. Because I just been stuck on High Potential. She's just had me captivated, and that one just got me. I know the television was on when they was doing the dance scene for Will Trent, and I was like, I don't want to watch it. And I walked out of the room because he was like, I'm diplomatic immunity and you can't get me. And, I was like, okay, let me get out of the room because Will was about to say something smart and I'm going to get stuck on this. And then I have to watch the whole thing. So I walked out of the room.
Will Trent has been a very good hit, a show that to me has been a sleeper hit because I was not expecting it.
Will Trent is really good. It is because he's a genius, but he can't read.
He's dyslexic.
Oh, he's dyslexic. Okay, he's dyslexic.
Like, if you've ever watched Monk,
Yes.
Yeah.
But see,
He's on the
Monk is different
Right.
because
Monk is on the
Monk
spectrum.
just has a bad OCD.
Yeah.
Will Trent doesn't have that. But yes, it's like him and Monk are cousins.
Similar in the way that their minds work and the way they attack problems.
Yes.
Because they don't think like everybody else.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then just a little bit of all episodes all over the place. I'm trying to see all of the new stuff that's coming out on who was it? Kyle that was talking about the new Game of Thrones one. I need to watch that. I forgot that came out. I need to do that. Catch up on my shows on Apple TV. I'm just so behind on everything.
Life be lifing.
Yep.
Yeah, life be lifing.
Yep.
Life be lifing. Well, now that there's only one football game left this season.
Oh, who you you know what's so funny? Wait, before you go on, how they comparing Cardi B to that other stupid chick?
Oh, she got her gold card today. So apparently this has all been for a reason or some nonsense. So yeah.
What?
You talking about Nicki Minaj?
Plastic butt girl.
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Oh, I thought she was talking about.
No, I was talking about Cardi B in the football, like how the Taylor Swift. They're comparing her to Taylor Swift. How Taylor Swift, when she went in because she was dating Travis, she had a screen and nobody could see her, and she didn't want to be seen. But then they show Cardi B walking in. It's like she owns the place. And then she, talking to the mother, she's yelling and screaming and cursing but getting the mother hyped up. And it's like, okay, first I didn't realize Cardi was dating this guy that was on the Patriots, but okay. I still don't like them.
Stephon Diggs, yeah.
I want the other team. I just don't like the Patriots.
You know what? As a quick sidebar, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Cardi B's music per se. But I love the fact that she just feels like a regular person who got famous and is just love the fact that she's famous.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can respect that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't because I hate the Patriots and I love Cardi and she would make me root for the Patriots, but I can't do it. Okay, I still love her, but I want the Seahawks to win.
You are welcome on the sports show in 2 weeks. When we wrap up everything after the Super Bowl, and you can talk about your love and hate for Cardi B via Stephon Diggs at that point.
Yeah.
This is what you're watching. Not sports. No sports.
I'm not talking sports. I was just talking about Cardi B.
It's still sports adjacent.
You know what? Go ahead. Say what you need to say.
Stop making me the responsible adult. Y'all know I don't like this. Sir, you've even said that if we're in a room and I'm the voice of reason, something is very wrong.
I have said that, and I
okay, then so stop making me the voice of reason.
Well, I don't want to be the voice of reason.
Damn it.
I have to be the voice of reason too many times. I'm enjoying not being the voice of reason right now.
So I'd run the short straw. Is that what this is?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't like none of y'all right now.
You already know I'm Miss Chaos, so why are you even complaining?
I don't like none of y'all. So again, the only live action TV shows I watch with any regularity have all resumed in Grey's Anatomy, SVU, and Abbott Elementary. That's pretty much it. Anime I'm watching this season include Jack of all trade, Party of none, which is basically this dude gets kicked out of the heroes party for being weak, and he's actually the strongest one in the party. If you've heard me say that before, it's because the last 8 seasons of anime, there's been a show of that nature, and this is just the latest one. The new Samurai Trooper show is out, and it's pretty damn good. If you watch the original back in the early mid-90s, it is a continuation of that. Noble Reincarnation is quirky and funny. Season 2 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes picks up where the last one went off. They're still exploring different low-level crimes, and it leads to something bigger.
I need to start that because I just finished the movies.
Okay.
The My Hero movies.
My Hero movies, yeah. The new season of Jujutsu Kaisen is completely unhinged, is the best way I can describe this show. And we're not even talking about the fight sequences or the action, just the plot of this second season, The Culling Game, is ridiculously mind-blowing. Don't get attached to anybody. It's pretty much the best thing I can say. Sentenced to be a hero is exactly what it sounds like. If you commit a crime in this world, you are branded to be a hero, meaning you fight on the front lines against demons and fairies.
I feel like I just put that on my list.
And you can't die. This is the thing. You can't die. If you die, they pretty much pull your soul back into your body, heal you up, and send you out there to fight again.
Wait, what's the name of this?
Sentenced to be a hero.
Wow. So that's your punishment?
That's your punishment. You fight on the front lines as a hero. And to be a hero is nothing to be proud of. You are ostracized by the rest of society, even though society is losing ground to the fairies and demons because these things keep wiping out every piece of land they come across. But it is a very, very well done show so far. It's only been 3 episodes. The first episode is an hour long, so be prepared for that. But yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far and looking forward to see where this goes, considering how early it is. You'll have to wait a couple of weeks before dubs start.
Okay.
James.
Yes.
Question. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this show called Reborn as a Vending Machine? I Now Wander the Dungeon.
Yes, I have. I refuse to watch it.
What?
You refuse to watch?
Something that you don't want to watch with a name that's like a mile long? What?
It has nothing to do with the title. It has to do with the premise of the show because the title is exactly what the show is. Now, granted, yes, I know some of these anime titles are ridiculously long, but they pretty much tell the plot of the whole anime. I do not want to watch a dude who's been reincarnated literally as a vending machine whose only job is to kick out power-ups to anybody who presses a button or inputs the certain amount of monetary currency needed to spit out these things. Because the sidekick, I shouldn't even say, he's technically the sidekick of the show because there's a young girl who explores these dungeons who literally carries him around.
Okay.
Who carries a vending machine?
Yes, because he spits out power-ups for her.
Okay, you can't see me giving you the
I am just happy that the era of the reincarnation theme anime has died down because that is by far the most ridiculous one. Reborn as a vending machine. Yes, this is a thing that exists. I refuse to watch.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just not getting into it. Okay. Because it's one thing to be reincarnated as another person or a dragon or a spider or some other living creature, a slime, if you will. To be reborn as an inanimate object, and as far as I know, there are 2. That's one. The other one is reborn as a sword. And yes, it's exactly what it is. A dude gets reincarnated as a magically enchanted sword.
That one is more realistic because you can be there to help somebody.
Again, it's a sidekick to a young cat girl whose race or species is deemed to be one of the weakest in the world. But by her wielding the sword, both of them level up together. So she's getting stronger and he's getting stronger. And not only is he getting stronger, he's enhancing her magic. So, and he also, even though he's stuck as a sword, they can talk to each other. Like, she's the only person that can hear him speak. And he's pretty much taken on the role of doting father to her, even though he is just a sword. So yeah, it's some cute comedic elements in there, but that works. Vending machine, ask somebody who's actually seen it what they think about it. I'm again nowhere on my radar to actually check out. Other things I'm watching: Freerun season 2, wonderful start. I like the exploration into Freerun's background. I still hate that the hero who apparently at his prime was let's just say he was a dude of like 6 feet tall, that right before he died, he was 3 feet tall. And I don't appreciate them doing that. I hate when they do that. That still bothers me. The final season of Fire Force has resumed. And it looks like the world is coming to an end. That's not exaggeration. It literally looks like the world is about to come to an end in Fire Force. The other anime I'm watching is called Roll Over and Die. This young girl was picked by her town because of her special ability to be part of the heroes party, and she gets kicked out for being weak. I know you heard me say this before. This time though, her ability is a reversal skill. So while she starts out fighting with the heroes party, she can never gain XP. She can never get kills on her own. She's always hurt, and they're like, we're kicking you out the party. The moment she picks up a cursed weapon that's supposed to boil your skin off your bones, she heals completely and becomes crazy strong and is wielding this sword like a butter knife and whacking people with it. So her reversal ability is allowing her to use cursed objects that will otherwise harm or kill people, and they're empowering her because of her reversal skill. And that one is called Roll Over and Die. So I think, is that all I'm watching this season? Yes. I did binge Gachi Akuta and all of the Apothecary Diaries. Those are two wonderfully well done anime. Apothecary Diaries, I still maintain charming, cute. The next time a woman inappropriately touches you and makes a joke, just tell her that it is definitely bigger than a frog. Furious, stop looking at me like that. You have to watch it to understand. It happens in season 2. You have to watch it to understand. I will say that season 2, when everything comes together at the end of season 2, that I was screaming at the TV, y'all need some damn therapy. Because that's how unhinged the end of season 2 was. And I'm just like, the double backstabbing, double agent, two-face, everyone playing dual roles things comes to a head by the end of season 2, and you need a scorecard to remember who did what when and in what personality and why they never crossed paths. But as I said before, we want to
curious. You got he's a monk.
No, yeah, not a sure. He's a monk.
Well, it's not a monk.
Eunuch.
What is it?
He's a eunuch.
He's supposed to be a eunuch.
He's supposed
but
to
yet
be
she falls on his frog.
Ending to be.
Don't tell him too much. I actually want him to watch this.
What is it?
It's
What's
in
the name
English.
of it again?
Apothecary Diaries.
I think I've got that on my list.
It's in English.
It's in English. It is
dubbed.
completely, well, season 2 is not done being dubbed yet. I think the last 2 or 3 episodes still have to be dubbed in English, but
Yes,
it's close.
it is. I've seen
Yes,
the whole
it
thing.
is.
Oh, it is? Okay. My bad. Then yeah, knock yourself out. Have a binge.
It better be.
And Gachi Akuta is just a wonderful, wonderful show. That's where she's from. Simiyu right here over this shoulder. This lovely, lovely woman here in the glasses. Wait, let me block. Okay, yeah, this.
I'm right here.
Woman,
what are you talking about?
Right.
Okay.
This lovely woman in the glasses is from Gachi Akuta, my new waifu. To go along with Seiko, Ayase, S Death. Let me see. Yep, right there. S Death, Yuroichi, Shihon, and of course, Major Motoko Kusanagi. Those are my waifus. I love them. But yeah, that's all I got for anime. The only other thing I plan on binging. Call of the Night season 2 was another binge I did. Yeah, I have to say, hands down, Call of the Night is easily in my top 3 favorite anime all time. And I'm gonna spoil this, so if you want to watch it later, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling the hell out of it. Season 1, again, 15-year-old kid pretty much wants to check out of life. quits going to school, just decides to roam around town at night after dark, see what the nightlife is like, and inadvertently runs into a vampire.
What show is this?
Call of the Night.
Okay.
And when he realizes this, he's not freaked out, which causes her to kind of like be a little, eye raised, like, why aren't you freaked out? I'm a vampire. I, pretty much kidnapped you and sucked in your blood. And he's like, well, day life sucks and being a vampire seems pretty cool. So I want you to make me a vampire because I don't want to live this normal mundane life. And she's like, well, yeah, I mean, I could. I've never done it before, but there's a catch. The only way for me to make you a vampire is you have to fall in love within 1 year of me first biting you. Problem, because she has no idea how to convey her feelings in a sense of love, because every time the subject of being in love or love comes up, she gets brain freeze, if you will. Like her whole mental state just shuts down because it's a touchy subject. She doesn't know how to go about doing that. The thing you find out with other vampires is that the older they are as a vampire, the less memories they have of their human life. She has no memories of being a human.
So she's got to be ancient.
So in season 1, what the main character ends up doing is helping her out with all her odd jobs. Because again, if you're a vampire, you've lived a long time, you got to have some way to, survive, live, whatever. So all her jobs are at night, and she does things like, dinner companion, cuddle buddy, some like all these odd jobs, through social networking or whatever like that. And he actually fills in for her when she double books or overbooks. So he fills in being a cuddle buddy for an office worker who's completely burnt out. He ends up going to dinner with some dudes that they normally see walking the street drunk because they could do bar hopping after work and just chats with them. So he's basically just learning what life is like, period, just beyond his high school years, seeing adults and how they function or not function. And it's very charming in that he understands that he's not the only one going through things and struggling with getting up and doing the day-to-day things. He knows now that adults are struggling with it too. And that's all season 1. Season 2, a detective is basically trying to kill all vampires.
Okay.
But the detective has a history with our main vampire girl, and then we find out why she has no memories of being a human. And I'm gonna spoil this one thing. The reason she has no memories of being a human is because she was born as a hybrid. Because her mom is a vampire, her dad was human. She was born as a hybrid.
Okay.
That's why she has no memories of being a human. She was never human. But yeah, the way season 2 worked itself out, again, people need therapy. And season 2 could have alleviated a lot of problems between that detective and our crew of vampires and our main human character. But yeah, she did not get therapy. She decided she was going to grow up and kill vampires. So, but yeah, Call of the Night, easily top 3 all-time favorite anime. Because my gosh, that show is so wonderful. And if you want something on the ecchi side with a lot of fan service, you can watch Chain Soldier season 2.
Wait, what was the name of the one you were just talking about again?
Call of the Night.
Call of the Night. It's on High Dive.
So it's not on Crunchyroll?
It's not on. No, I'm sorry. These last 2 anime I'm talking about, Call of the Night and Chain Soldier, are on High Dive. They are not on Crunchyroll.
Okay, well, I might as well not even write that down.
I'm sorry. High Dive is my backup because one of my favorite anime, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, started on Crunchyroll and got scooped up by High Dive for the last 3 seasons. And that's the main reason I have High Dive. And yes, they are getting a season 6 of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon.
6?
Okay,
Yes.
but you got to let us know because we don't have High Dive.
I know you don't have High Dive.
It looks like it's on Hulu as well.
What's on Hulu?
Call of the Night.
Okay. I haven't checked.
How many seasons on
Of
Hulu?
Call of the Night? 2. Only 2 seasons of Call of the Night, 12 episodes in each season. And I will say, if you like K-pop, J-rock, J-pop, Asian music in general. The intro and outro for both seasons are bangers.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Okay. Both seasons or just one?
Season 1. I only see one season.
One season, okay. Yeah, season 2 just came out, so it may be a while before they get season 2. Like season 2 just came out, I want to say in September.
I keep forgetting about Hulu. I need to.
I forget about Hulu too, because the only thing over there on Hulu that I actually watch with any regularity, and I need to get back into binging these two shows, are Go-Go Loser Ranger, because I still need to finish season 2, and the current season, which is season 3 of One Punch Man. And I was waiting for more episodes to drop so I can do a binge of both. So I can finish season 2 of Go-Go Loser Ranger, and I can catch up on One Punch Man season 3.
And just as a quick aside about Hulu, allegedly Disney is going to be phasing out the standalone Hulu app. So you'll have to watch everything that you used to watch on the Hulu app
through Disney
the
Plus
Hulu section on Disney Plus.
Son of a... Why they gotta make my life difficult?
And they pissed me off because I had them through Verizon. And when the kids upgraded their phones, I had to change my plan. So now I'm paying. Before I had them all and I had no ads. Now I have ads.
Yeah, they keep trying to make me change my legacy plan to something that will probably have ads, because I have the Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN bundle, and I'm not changing.
Yeah, because we have the Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO Max bundle, and I'm wondering how long that's gonna last, because Netflix and HBO Max might be bundling pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
With that Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN, the old bundle, they made it so that that ESPN is basically worthless.
Yes, it is, because you can't
do anything with it. You have, in order to see any live games, you have to upgrade it, and you lose your ad-free stuff in your bundle.
That's why I won't do it, because I'm like, y'all making me, because every time you try to watch ESPN program is somewhere else, and it's like, do you have an ESPN Plus account? Yes. All right, who's your cable provider? What do you mean who's my cable provider? I don't have cable. I have this bundle that's supposed to allow me to watch these things. What do you mean cable provider? So yeah, I will say this. I do go through the ESPN section on Disney Plus to watch the Rich Eisen show during the week, but that's about it. I think that's the only time I stray into another section of Disney Plus away from Disney programming.
Well, soon you're going to have to do that for Hulu.
Boo.
I mean, there's already a Hulu section on Disney Plus, but
I know
they're supposed to be phasing out the Hulu app altogether.
The problem is that Hulu section in Disney Plus does not link with the Hulu app.
No, it does not.
Because I accidentally watched an episode of Abbott Elementary because I didn't know a new episode had dropped at some point. And I watched the episode there. And then when I went back over into Hulu proper to watch it, it was telling me, oh, you have 2 episodes to watch. No, I don't. I watched an episode already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're making you get Disney in order to watch the Hulu.
I already have Disney.
You can't get the Hulu app by itself. You got to get all 3.
Well, they phase not the app. They can. You know what? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that we have reached our limit for the evening. Is there anything?
Well, before we go, I need Kyla to give me recommendations on some DC shows, please.
Oh yeah, when does Lantern start? By the way,
so Lanterns comes out after Supergirl.
Okay, so no rush on that. I still have time to watch Peacemaker season 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right now, it's a little dry over here as far as new DC shows. But in the words of Stringer Bell from The Wire, tell them we gonna be right back up here after about
6 months.
Probably, I say June or July.
Well, I have Max.
Supergirl is June 6th.
Well, I mean, anything prior to that, whether it's cartoons or something, because I'm trying to flick through all of the stuff because I have the Max.
I will say, if you kind of want a breakdown or like a blueprint of where the DCU may be headed, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, I got a feeling.
Sorry, June 26th. My bad.
Be careful of that because they killed Stringer Bell.
Yeah, June 26th is Supergirl. I'm just miffed that there is nothing DC's putting out between now and Supergirl. Like literally nothing at all. Not even direct to video movies in animation. Nothing. So when we did the whole what was it, Crisis? Mm-hmm. The three movie set of Crisis, they literally have not done anything since then except another Batman Ninja movie, which nobody asked for.
Yeah, my thing is, this is what I think is happening. I think they are carefully planning and very carefully trying to figure out what they want to do, what they want to release animation wise. Because the only thing that we've gotten under that DCU banner animation wise is Creature Commandos.
Yep. Which is good. Don't get me wrong.
Which is
damn good.
Very good. Very good. But the fact that a good majority of their animation is going to be tied to the DCU, I think they have to be careful as far as what they release, because they can't just release everything willy-nilly.
Really, but again, they put out a second Batman Ninja movie nobody asked for.
But that was before James Gunn and Peter Safran's tenure.
I got nothing to do with that. Nobody asked for that Batman Ninja movie. No, the Batman Ninja movies suck, and I dare somebody to cape for. And look, I like Batman. I think he has a wonderful universe to play around in. Batman Ninja and the Batman Ninja sequel both suck.
Wait, there was a sequel?
Yes,
there was.
And for those who haven't seen the first Batman Ninja movie, here's a quick spoiler. It is one part Batman, one part Power Rangers, one part Godzilla, one part Pacific Rim, one part Back to the Future.
On paper, that actually sounds pretty good.
In execution, it is straight ass.
So,
and not to mention the other Justice League characters who show up.
Never heard of it. Didn't need to hear of it tonight.
Communism works for paper.
I would say so. So I will say, even though it's not tied to the DCU, what's going on right now, Suicide Squad Isekai is pretty.
Yes, that is good. That is good. I have enjoyed that, and I think I have like 4 episodes left. I need to finish that series.
And that's on Max?
It may not. Is it?
Yes, it's on Max, and it's in 2 places. It's Max and someplace else, and I can't remember the other place because I didn't watch it on Max, but I started it on Max before I lost it when I cut my cable. It's on something else as well because that's where I picked it up from.
It's on Hulu.
Thank you. That's where else it is.
Well, Max is supposed to be the place for all DC, so that's where I'm trying to see all my DC shows.
Okay, but yeah, Suicide Squad Isekai is a good series, and honestly, it doesn't matter which language you watch it in because I've watched episodes in both subbed and dubbed. The voice acting on both sides is done very well, and I have not said that about a lot of shows that do that. But yeah, Suicide Squad Isekai, if you want something wildly different, put on your list. So
now I got a question for you. Since I am the person who probably watches the least anime, what does Isekai mean?
Isekai means you're transported from one world to another.
Okay.
So whether it's this world to a fantasy world or a fantasy world to this world, that's Isekai.
Got you.
I will say the Sailor Moon like transformations that we get in that show are pretty
because of the armor. Yes,
they're awesome. They're
hilarious. Hilarious when they took that dude's armor and just pieced it out 5 ways.
Hold on, hey James, because I'm trying to think. Clayface, does he do like a Michael Jackson type thing in that?
I know he did a Michael Jackson thing in the Harley Quinn series. I can't remember if he does it in the Isekai series.
I have not watched this isekai series, but I'm looking at the artwork for the cover artwork, and there's a dude who looks like he's dressed like Michael Jackson. So I think the answer to your question
that's
is
Clayface.
yes.
That's Clayface. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to be Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's the light-skinned friend who looks like Michael Jackson.
Oh,
And actually,
and he's a dark-skinned friend who looks like Michael Jackson.
That was coming. But you know what? Looking at this cover art, they've got a damn good cast.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There is one person I don't recognize, and it's some blonde lady dressed up like a princess.
That should be Harley.
No,
it's not.
Harley's got on her typical red and black. The women in this picture, in this piece of art, are Harley, Amanda Waller. Who's the ninja with the sword that takes your soul?
Katana.
And then there's this other lady who, like I said, she's a blonde white lady dressed kind of like a princess.
Oh, because she is. She's a princess in that world. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the princess of that world. Gotcha. Check it out. Because the squad is King Shark, Peacemaker, Rick Flag,
Katana.
Harley,
Deadshot,
Clayface, Deadshot. Yeah,
Joker and Katana.
I keep forgetting Joker's in there. Katana. Oh, and they're not the only ones because who is it? Mind power, brain manipulation, not Gorilla Grodd. Wait, is it Grodd?
He's not in this cover art that I'm looking at.
I know he's not in the cover art, but he does pop up in there. I want to say Grodd shows up. If not okay. Grodd, like somebody with it's another villain that pops up. Roughly halfway through, you find out he's using because he's got mental powers to control everybody. I keep forgetting who it is.
James, I just posted the cover art in the private chat if you want to take a quick look at it.
Yeah, he's not on the cover art.
Okay.
Because again, it's a surprise when he does show up because it's kind of like, oh, that dude is in here too.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's either like I don't want to say Mad Hatter, but it may be because I'm trying to think of everybody with mental manipulation powers on the villain side in DC, and Mad Hatter and Grodd are the first two to come to mind, but I can't remember if it's actually one of them or not. But yeah, they do pop up. So, okay. All right. Let's wrap this up for the evening. Final thoughts, suggestions, what to watch, or anything of the matter, starting with Simone.
Get Apple TV.
Kyle.
Game of Thrones on Sundays. Fallout on Tuesdays. Next week is the finale. Yeah. Be good, everybody.
Furious.
If you've got access to Paramount Plus, watch Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Okay.
Teresa?
I have to get that just on a trial basis.
I agree with, I don't know where this mouse came from, but I agree with Furious Mouse Jenkins. And and watch The Pit on HBO Max.
Awesome. And I am going to say, if you have Crunchyroll, find a rabbit hole, jump down it. You'll never be disappointed.
You'll always stay in that rabbit hole. Trust me, I'm still in it.
You're welcome.
It's not a rabbit hole anymore. It's not a rabbit hole if it takes you to the center of the damn planet.
I'm not at the center of the planet yet. I'm still running around different layers.
Save it for next time, YouTube. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe to all the content here we have on Moana Nui, and we will see you sometime next month where we will do a full recap of Wonder Man. Good night.
Good night.
Later.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will.
If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then, when they annexed Hawaii and called it cedar lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves a republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language was banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand, yeah.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.
So if you put Hawaii in a perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course, versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course, cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.